Your inability to work without reward for an extended period of time will hurt your potential far more than your lack of talent. Real. Because the most dangerous person in the world is the one who continues to show up every day, even when the rewards are not guaranteed. Your potential is determined by the amount of uncertainty that you're able to tolerate and how long you can tolerate it for. This is what people miss. Like, if you want to be dangerous in any domain, your potential is determined by how much uncertainty that you can tolerate. How much can you deal with? How much can you take? And how long you can take it for. So Sam Altman said this from OpenAI. He said, I still think one of the last alphas that exist in terms of a superior return on effort is long-term thinking. He said, because so few people are willing to do it. Actually think in terms of 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Most people can't. And I get that you can't have a vision if you have bills to pay, if rent is due. I understand that. And so this is why I'm such an advocate of, like, get yourself out of the hole as fast as humanly possible. Like, do whatever you got to do to get your oxygen mask on. Work 3 jobs, right? Do your main thing, get your side thing going, right? Do whatever it takes so that you can get above that, just get your head above water. At that point, options open up. And so one of the difficult parts of living in general, and so somebody asked for a definition, I'll give you one, is that if you feel sad right now, it's because sadness comes from a perceived lack of options. It's why it feels so hopeless, because you don't know what to do. And typically you don't know what to do because you have defined rules that you arbitrarily have chosen to live by. You have seen consequences that are bearable as unbearable. I could never say that to my parents. I could never leave my friends. I could never leave this city. You say these nevers, these absolutes, it would be impossible for me. But of course that's not true. What it really means is that you are unwilling to make a trade. When you are sad or you feel bad about your existing circumstance, the question to ask is, what trade am I knowingly or unknowingly unwilling to make? Because there are always more options. I think Harvey from Suits, who's like the big lawyer, he says, someone points a gun in your face, what do you do? He says it to his mentee. I think his name's Mike. And he says, I don't know, you just do what they tell you to do. He said, no. He's like, there's 100 things that you can do. He's like, you can grab the gun, you can shout, you can ask for help. He's like, there's 100 things that you can do, but sadness comes from the perceived lack of options.